So I've been talking about thoughts, right? Mark here again, obviously. So guys, I've been talking about thoughts. What are thoughts, right? So I put up two videos, I think, in regards to thoughts. So I've still been studying thoughts because I'm still transfixed. I'm still mesmerized by the concept. What is a thought? The nature of a thought? Where do thoughts come from? Where do they originate? Where do they have an end? Do they continue? Are they in a state of continuous? Are they in a state of continuum? Right? Do your thoughts ever truly have a finalized state? And do they have an inception? Right? Do they have a beginning? Do they have an end? Like what? So, and the reason why I'm so fascinated with thoughts is because again, we all have them, right? And sometimes we have a lot of vain thoughts, a lot of foolish thoughts. So, and plus, I saw in Isaiah, God said, "My thoughts are not your thoughts are not mine." So it just kind of, thought provoking. It provoked a thought in me. So that's a little play on words right there, right? Provoking a thought to study thoughts, right? So, anywho, something else I came across, like I think, and again, a lot of this is highly philosophical, opinionated. A lot of it is highly speculative, theoretical. None of it is an absolute truth. I don't have an absolute. I don't claim any authority or absolutism. Just ideas that I'm sharing that people can either take or not take. So I think again, thoughts are our instructions. No different than within your genes. There's instructions on how you are to be developed and designed. Again, I'll say that again. Your thoughts are your instructions, right? Thoughts are instructions in the same way that within your genes there is information as to how you are supposed to be designed, right? Your genes are passed into what's called the ribosome. Ribosome is the workstation within the cell that it intakes the gene, and then it translate that gene into its equivalent protein. I'll say that again. The ribosome is a workstation within a cell that receives the gene, then translates the information that is within the gene into its equivalent protein. And there are four bases: adenine, cysteine, thymine. I don't remember the other one, but these are the bases that are shuffled and recombined to form you and I. So and that's a little bit more about genetics, but I think thoughts are similar in that sense that your thoughts are information that's to be interpreted by the neurons in your brain and translated into what's called our reality. This is what makes us creators. Like God's a creator, right? He spoke things into being. God never made anything with his hands. According to scripture, he spoke. His words manufactured. His words are manufacturers. And thoughts precede words. So your words are thoughts being released from your mouth, right? So therefore your thoughts are creators, and you are a creator because you are a harnesser of these thoughts. You harness your thoughts. You are the host. You are a host of your thoughts. So you are a creator by virtue of your thoughts. And again, thoughts are instructions. We swim in a reservoir of thoughts, right? No different, likened to a fish swimming in an ocean. The ocean would be symbolic of the reservoir of thoughts. And though a fish might be miles away from another fish, they're still connected by means of the same ocean. Well, we swim in a reservoir of thoughts. We are always functioning, operating, moving within our own collective reservoir of thoughts. And in this sense, we're all interconnected by means of our thoughts. We're all interconnected. And this is why people talk about telepathy. I believe this stuff exists, mental telepathy. I believe it's an art. And like anything, it has to be practiced. If not, then you can't do it. But I do believe it exists, right? Because of the concept of the ocean being, the ocean connects every fish that's in it, though they might be miles apart. So sound travels through the water, and so information travels through our thoughts, and we're all swimming in a reservoir of thoughts. So our thoughts are instructions to guide us, to navigate us, to help us. I believe that everyone is born for a particular purpose. That's a fact. I believe that wholeheartedly. We are all born for a particular purpose. Within your DNA, your DNA is a code, right? There's a language in your DNA. And everyone has a particular unique language, like you have a unique particular fingerprints, right? Your fingerprints are all unique. No one has identical fingerprints. Your DNA has a language of its own that's unique to you. Your thoughts, because everything resonates, your purpose lies within your DNA, right? Because DNA is information, but it's not just information to create you physically. It's also information that's to be decoded by and resonate with your thoughts to give you the info. Because your thoughts again is information. Your DNA, your thoughts they're one. They work together in the sense that your thoughts pick up the vibration from your DNA, which is a code, and therefore is stored in your mind or in your field, right? We all have a magnetic field. So around us, each individual, there's a collective field, right? Like you have the earth, the earth resonant, like the earth's resonance, the earth actually resonate. You have collective and you have a particular. So we all have our particular fields. Within that particular field, there is a code based off our DNA that's hidden in that field. And that field and that code in our field that's part of our DNA can be translated or interpreted by our thoughts. And we have the ability to pull these thoughts out of the field and execute. And we have that ability by means of the processor, which is the brain. So again, a lot of this stuff is highly philosophical. A lot of it is speculative. A lot of it is hypothesis, right? Research, data collected, hypothesis formed, right? Deductive reasoning, right? You got premise, conclusion, right? So again, just take a little lunch break. Want to share some thoughts with you guys. All right, till next time, peace.